Hello and welcome to Morningstar. I'm Emma Wall and I'm joined today by John Chatfield-Roberts, manager of the Jupiter Merlin suite of funds, to give his 3 fund picks. Hello, John.
Morning, Emma.
So what's the first fund you'd like to highlight today?
I'd like to talk about James Findlay's Findlay Park American Fund, which I have mentioned before about a year ago on this same series. James is a man who I have known for many years. He's been managing American money since the mid-1980s. He set up his own firm in 1998. The fund is called Findlay Park American. It is based on the Warren Buffett style of investing, and if you look at his track record over many, many years, he has completely outstripped the Standard & Poor's 500 index, which most investors say is the hardest one to beat.
And I think the fact that you're mentioning a manager that you have picked in the past is both indicative of the style for Jupiter Merlin, that you're long-term investors, but also of the market cycle that we're in, isn't it?
Well, James is an investor, I think, for all weathers. He's a value investor. He modelled himself on Benjamin Graham / Warren Buffett many years ago. And yes, I really do think in the current circumstances, he is an excellent choice.
And what's the second fund you'd like to highlight today?
Well, it is another one that I mentioned before. This one is managed by Terry Smith. It's called Fundsmith Equity. It's a global fund rather than an American fund, although it has got about half its assets in America. It's investing in, generally speaking, large, but not always large, companies that have recurring revenues, solid balance sheets, and very positive cash flows. And it's been going 5 years now. Terry Smith is a very able man. He's got an able team behind him, and I think you could do a lot worse than pick his fund. And
one fund, actually, that fund is highly rated here at Morningstar as well. That sort of buy and hold philosophy that focuses very much on cash flow.
Absolutely. I think if you look at his portfolio turnover, i.e. the amount of buys and sells within his fund over the last 5 years, it is in low single digits, less than 5%, I think.
And what's the third and final fund?
Well, I thought we'd go for a bond fund this time. I work at Jupiter, as obviously you know, and we do have a very, very talented manager by the name of Ariel Bezalel, who's been running his Jupiter Strategic Bond Fund since 2008. In fact, as a team, Jupiter Merlin, we seeded that fund back then. It has a very, very strong track record. He has got an excellent team behind him. The bond markets are very tricky to navigate, particularly with government bonds being really quite expensive. And, you know, you literally, there are bonds where a company goes bust and you do not get your money back. You've got a very good pair of hands in Ariel.
And key there is the name strategic in the fund, because that means that he has the freedom to pull many levers across the fixed income market, doesn't it? Including holding cash and going right down from government bonds all the way up to high yield.
Well, he could, for instance, have a portfolio full of high yield bonds. Currently, actually, he has got 30% in government bonds, mostly Australians, and it is that flexibility that not only does he have, but he has used. Many funds with the term strategic on the tin don't necessarily use that flexibility, but he's been very, very, I think the word perhaps might be agile.
John, thank you very much.
Emma, thank you.
This is Emma Wall from Morningstar. Thank you for watching.